So I grew up in a family that taught me the importance of biblical stewardship with finances, like tithing and things like that. Right now, I'm a dentist, but before all that, while I was in undergrad, I was still working. And once I was accepted to dental school, I wasn't going to be able to work, and I would be living off of student loans and things like that. Before dental school and while I was still working, I heard this message of Joel Osteen. He mentioned at some point in their life when they didn't have a job, they still continued to tithe. And I thought that was pretty impressive and good, because you don't have the promise of a job or anything, that they still continued to tithe. So I decided to do the same thing throughout dental school. And I had to make the decision whether I really wanted to do, because this is a 4-year commitment without any income, just off of student loans. And in the process, I got these grants that way more than what I had given, even collectively throughout the 4 years. So that was a pretty big miracle that happened. I was very grateful of all of the things that God had done, all the miracles. I thought I'd start my career by giving my entire first paycheck to the church. Now, at this point, after graduation, I no longer had any student loans coming in, and I was living off of credit cards. So I was like, do I really want to do this? Because I don't have any backup money, and it'll be just expenses on credit cards. Well, I got a job, and I got my first paycheck, and then I was battling, okay, do I really want to give the whole thing? Maybe I can just drop down to about 50%. But finally, I decided to do it, and I gave the whole 100%. Fast forward 1 year, my mom needed to have a surgery, and we got a bill back, which we barely had to pay anything. And it was pretty much 100-fold of what I had given in my first paycheck. Really barely had to pay anything for that surgery, and it was a huge miracle that happened that blessed my mother and myself financially. I realized that God doesn't want our money or need it, actually, because He's still God. He owns everything. He has everything. It's about our heart, where our heart lies, and always comes back so much more than we give, more than the amount or how much we decide to give. I think it probably gives joy to the heart of God, and that's why He just pours out blessing. I'm pretty excited about building this new church. We're building a temple to honor God. Sometimes we get distracted thinking, oh, it's another church, it's a building, but this is a really big deal when you think about it. This is exciting. I'm excited to be a part of this church and the growth it has had. This church does a lot of things. It does all the pumpkin patch, the missions, and I was pretty blown away when I first started coming here to see the involvement in the community and how much this church, GCOG, does for people and the community. If we've done so much, think about all the things that we're gonna do when we have a bigger church. This is an exciting time, so I hope you're excited as I am, and this is to honor God. He's gonna be happy with whatever you do.